Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where our current goal really does need to become a duke. We are currently a count level realm and that's not great. We need to do something about that. So, how many troops do we have available right now? Well, we should probably wait for some of these to regenerate. So that is mission number 1. We do have an empty council position. I want to go raiding here pretty soon. We're going to need to make 125 gold in total. So that'll be nice. And we also need to bring up our control levels. Our control levels are not fantastic right now, and we don't have a marshal. So that's not necessarily ideal. We could move our steward over, and I feel like that's not a terrible idea for right now. I just want to work on control levels. Okay. So that looks absolutely fine. County of Jamana just got that? Hang on. This pop-up was a little strange. We don't have a perk available. We can grab hit and run. That seems absolutely great for us. That'll boost up our spearmen and our archers. So that'll be fine. Next, we need to let our bowmen and our pikemen finish regenerating. So that's going to be done relatively soon here. We've got just a couple of months on that. Looks very solid. The levies I'm less concerned about. So about 2 months on the bowmen. Sounds great. Okay, 1 additional month for the bowmen. And we should be slightly positive in our prestige, hopefully. That'd be nice. We'd also like to get somebody for our steward. But at this point, I think that we should go raiding. So the question is, can we fight this guy? Yeah, absolutely we can. So let's raise local raiders. And let's check in here. Yeah, there's loot here. So we're going to head on up here. Is there loot up here? Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to head down something like this. Oh, we must be truced with this guy? Is that true? Oh, we're allied to him. Okay. So we have a fair number of allies here, actually. Noted. So we're going to need to head up over this way instead. This would result in attrition. Maybe we head this way, actually. I didn't realize that we were allied with this guy. That's mildly awkward. So we're going to head on over here. And this is all recently looted. Okay. So we'll get ourselves at least a little bit of gold here. We could come down and fight these guys, potentially. Ooh, bounty as plunder. Yeah, add 30 loot. Beautiful. So we're going to add 30 loot there. We can walk in over this way. We're going to end up fighting these guys. This will take us how much attrition? 10 casualties? Okay. So we're going to walk in. We'll fight this unit. That'll build up our prestige a bit. Actually, we're not going to fight them. They're sieging this. They're not raiding. Never mind. We're going to hop down over here then. I'm noting this army up here. We'll keep an eye on them. For the time being, I want to get this raid completed. And now we can go fight them. I would like to do this. So we're at 65 gold right now. That's a good amount of gold. We can also get this ransom done. 25 gold sounds delicious. And we're going to absolutely eat up that gold. Okay, so let's take out this army. Phenomenal. No problem whatsoever there. That nets us 58 prestige. Perfect. So now we can return home with our 65 gold. And that'll give us enough gold to make our duchy. So that is wonderful. We can now disband this army. Fantastic. And like I said, we can make that duchy now. So we're going to be a duchy tier realm. Looks great. 125 gold. So that's most of our gold gone, but we are now a mighty Farbus. That is absolutely fantastic. And actually, we have Uplanders. Where did we get the Uplanders and the Light Footmen from? Oh, those are our allies. I'm dumb. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I do want to max out our bowmen here, so we're going to get that maxed out. We can create a men-at-arms regiment here. And what are available? Pikemen, bowmen, and light horsemen, as well as uplanders. These counter heavy infantry. No one in this region has heavy infantry. So I feel like that's okay. I feel like we go for light horsemen to counter any archers that may exist. So I'm going to create that, and we're going to station those here. So what are we going to want to build here? We currently have trading outposts here. What boosts up light cavalry? These are archer cavalry. These guys are light cavalry. Absolutely nothing boosts light cavalry. Okay, that is noted. We're going to want to build longhouses up here, for sure. And do we want to boost this to size 2? The answer is yes. I want to boost this to size 2 right now. The question then becomes, how are we going to go about boosting it to size 3, right? Well, for the time being, we do need to continue to boost our county control. I absolutely do want to build a gathering hall down here. We'll need 70 gold for that. We could go raid. Alternatively, we can declare war on this guy. 25 prestige or 25 prestige or 10 piety. I would prefer to spend the piety. We could also subjugate. That's a lot of prestige. So I think we just do a county conquer up here for 10 piety. And we have a vastly superior force to them. So we would just raise up all of our forces here and just head on in. I don't recall seeing these circling birds before. Is that a new effect? That's kind of neat. We'll see if we can catch them down here in this forest. Beautiful. We can catch them there. So I absolutely do want to fight them. This will give us a chance to maybe capture their leader. And we did. Perfect. So we'll enforce those demands. And we can't disband these troops, apparently. No armies can be disbanded. Oh, there's a hostile army around. Right up over here. You know what? Let's go crush it. We just gained some legitimacy, and we do have one too many holdings. So we're going to need to grant out one of these holdings. Well, this is the duchy capital. So ultimately, we're going to want to hold this. We may want to grant out Laraba. Or we may want to just hold this for ourselves. That's an interesting option. Our wife is on assist ruler right now. We could put her on managed domain. That actually does bring us up to 404. Perfect. So we'll want to hold that for ourselves. I'm going to crush this army here. Although that actually ended inconclusively. Awkward. We lost our hostility there. But I guess that's fine. Actually, 150 prestige? Yes, please. We're absolutely going to take that. So I'm going to disband this force. They'll return home. And let's bump up our light horsemen to size 3. Perfect. Unfortunately, we still don't have a steward that we can put in, but we'll get there eventually. So we need to continue to work on our increasing of control. Another thing that we really need to do is go raiding. We need a bunch of cash and prestige at this point, and raiding is the best way to do that. How are we doing on our reinforcements? Well, our light horsemen are nowhere near where they need to be. We can give them some time, potentially. But we do have low county control in a lot of counties, that's for sure. And apparently, our player heir and daughter is a rowdy troublemaker. Okay, well, that's not necessarily ideal. We can certainly give her a stewardship education, and this is what I want to do. I would like to have her be educated by whom? Well, we don't have anyone who's stewardship education, so I guess we'll do it ourselves. That seems fine. I would love to have a steward, but currently that is not an option. We'll have to continue to grow our realm. Our realm is growing nicely, no doubt about it. We are starting to blob up. Ghana is not that much stronger than us right now, which is a really good sign. We might actually be able to take on Ghana, which would be amazing. I mean, we're not going to try, but we might be able to soon enough. So that seems very, very good. For the time being, we do want to get to raiding. I think that we can certainly do it right now. These guys are currently raiding. Okay, let's raise up our forces, and let's see if we can go fight them. I mean, we're not currently hostile to them, but we would like to get hostile to them. Okay, is this our raid or their raid? They got there first, right? Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to come down this direction, raid them, and then come back. Our daughter has lost sickly. That's reasonably fine. Let's raid here. Okay, so they've finished up that raid. I would like them to not make it back to their territory. We're going to cut up over this direction. Ah, they're coming down here. So they're locked in, and we're going to fight them here. And we're going to take over this raid. We're also potentially going to steal the loot that they've got. So that looks really, really good for us. Beautiful. We do have a new martial perk available. The only real option here is, well, we're already all the way through this tree. The only real option here is engineered for destruction. Of course, we don't have any siege weapons, so that's not the most useful thing for us. Okay, so we recovered 30 gold worth of loot. Fantastic. Who is this? This is our player, heir, daughter, and ward? Sure. And we could come down here and fight these guys. They don't actually have any loot down here, but I kind of want to fight them for the prestige. So that'll be okay. How much are we carrying right now? We need to figure that out as soon as this battle is over. Okay, that was a good amount of prestige there. 131 prestige. Beautiful. We're carrying 39 gold. That is not a lot of gold. Noted. We can come raid here and just kind of work our way back up. How strong is this guy? 1492. This is potentially too strong for us. What does he actually have? Bush hunters. We counter those, so it should be okay. We're going to hop up over here. And how much of these are allies? Actually, a decent amount. Noted. He did raise up his force here. But I think he's going to let us do this. So we're going to walk up over this way. We've got 56 gold in stock right now. I'm going to raid here. Yeah, he's just heading off over this way. So that seems good. We've now got 71 gold in stock. We could raid here. How strong is this guy? 879. Seems okay. And then we could just probably head back. So we're 86 right now. Up we head. We could raid here and get an additional 3 gold. We're allied with this guy. Never mind. We're heading on home. Fantastic. So we got 86 gold out of this, and that'll also be 86 prestige. This ransom is acceptable. 50 gold. Beautiful. We're very happy with that. So, of course, currently, we don't have anyone stationed here. So what we want to build here is absolutely a gathering hall. I'm going to get that queued up. Fantastic. Up over here, I would love this to be a gathering hall. We don't have any way to boost up our light cavalry, only archer cavalry. So a gathering hall here is the way to go as well. I'm going to put down our army and let them recover a bit. And that does get us a good amount of gold. An additional 50 gold here. Beautiful. I'd love to have a steward. Sadly, we do not. We're continuing to increase control, and these longhouses will help us increase control in these areas as well. So that is looking reasonably solid. Can we upgrade to a level 2 tribal hold at some point? Yeah, it costs a lot of prestige and gold. Noted. That seems fine. Okay, so who is the culture head at this point? We are. Oh, okay. When did that happen? I did not notice that we became the culture head. So crop rotation is completed. We're currently fascinating currency. That is extraordinarily slow. I kind of want to do quilted armor here. Any way we slice it, it's going to be extraordinarily slow. But that's okay. So over in La Raba, we'd like to boost up our pikemen. That would basically mean it has to be warrior lodges. Okay, we're lacking 9 gold for that. That's reasonably fine for the moment. We'll have that in just a couple of months here. So that seems absolutely okay. We could designate a selfless regent here. Indeed, we could. This is a absolutely fine region. Yeah, that's okay. No problem there. I do want to boost up our county control in a number of locations, right? No doubt about that. But warrior lodges are going to be a big deal for us. We're going to get that done soon. Are we maxed out yet? Yes, we are. So our prestige is just raw negative. Okay. Our wife did encourage chivalry. Oh, the warrior lodge doesn't actually require prestige. Remarkable. Okay, just 110 gold. We'll have enough for that next month. So we'll get that going as soon as we can. Right about now. Fantastic. Okay, so these are currently upgrading. Nothing to be done here. Nothing to be done here. This is going to be 4 years until the longhouses are finished here, and we're probably going to want to put markets in here, to be honest. So that'll be fine for now. And we'll want to get up to level 2 tribal holds. I do think we should probably consider attacking somebody else fairly soon. The question is, who? Well, let's take a look at the kingdom title over here. Okay. We need 2 additional counties for the kingdom title. Oh, there's a plague spreading nearby. Okay. So there's a desert fever plague. This is out over here? Yes. And then this is nearby. So the Soninki flux. Okay. Noted. So we don't really have... Oh, this is actually really visible on the map in this map mode. Interesting. That's very good to know. So this is probably going to spread to us. There's no plague resistance down here at all. It can be increased through buildings like hospices or burial site, which is apparently a duchy building. Court position tasks performed by the court physician, decisions or events. So buildings are going to make that complicated. I would probably prefer not to do that. A court physician is not a bad idea, though. We can put in this guy, who is currently our marshal, as our court physician as well. Yeah, he can be both. So they're doing regular duties right now. We can control plagues for plus 10 plague resistance. Is that a lot of plague resistance? I don't know. It does cost us 0.1 per month. There's advanced research here, which would actually boost up our lifestyle experience. Interesting. And then there's also divine charity, which gives us additional piety. For now, we would only be interested in controlling plagues, but we would also only be interested in doing that. Okay, we can see this spreading on a daily basis. That's pretty cool, actually. It's not spreading on a monthly basis, like, and the province either has it or it doesn't, like in CK2. This is spreading daily, and it has it at different levels. So they're already at plus 10 from control plagues. So that's noted. It is definitely heading for us. And I'm going to put us on control plagues right now. We're getting pretty close to it being in our realm. So we're going to preempt that. Looks good. I would like to have a steward, but we don't have an option there. We just got 50 gold, despite our spouse's poor stewardship skill. Okay, so that seems reasonably okay. It's going to be some amount of time at this point until this is all good to go. We may want to expand now. So if we were to do that, we could go after, say, Kong over here. This is going to be the kingdom capital, isn't it? The de jure kingdom capital. So in terms of duchies... Actually, these would be 2 decent duchies for us to hold. For our 2 duchies. Indeed. I'm going to declare war on this guy. He's very weak. And we can just do a Conquer County CB here. Fantastic. So we're going to do exactly that. I'm going to raise all of our forces, and we're going to head in and just crush him. We're doing this before the plague gets here. Because it's almost certainly going to. So we win that battle easily enough, and we do get a martial perk, so we can grab, say, living off the land. Supply capacity plus 200% is pretty solid. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. The plague has actually somewhat stopped moving this way. That's interesting. It's starting to burn out up over here. It stopped spreading. I don't think it's going to reach us. I'm going to turn off our control plagues. Because we're not actually affecting this at all. Yeah, this plague appears to be coming to an end. So that's great. It is not actually going to affect us. It is affecting Ghana. Apparently that guy gets an unpressed claim on us. Very rude. Cool, so we're going to finish up this war here. We're being raided up over here. This war will be done very soon, and we are going to head up here and see if we can catch them. I kind of doubt that we can, but I'm going to enforce those demands. Now, that puts us at 5 out of 4 holdings. And we can't make the kingdom title yet. The question is, do we want to be at 5 out of 4 holdings, or do we want to give one of these out? We would rather not. We would rather personally hold every holding that we have here. So, what can we do about that? Well, our current primary spouse is at 9 stewardship. We have this spouse who's at 1 stewardship, and this one who's at 4 stewardship, but we don't have a spouse in this slot. We can marry her. This would cause us to lose our legitimacy, which is unfortunate. That would cause us to lose all of our legitimacy. So that complicates things, no doubt about it. So, like, relevance here. The most relevant person would be her. But even that would cause us to lose our legitimacy level, presumably because she is a commoner? Yeah, she's lowborn. So that is the core problem there. Intriguing. So they are leaving, and I doubt that we're going to catch them. Actually, are they heading back? Okay, they're heading back to their territory. Noted. So, I doubt we can catch them here. Well, actually, we might be able to, and at least harvest some prestige out of this. We're not going to get the gold, but we can harvest the prestige. Okay. I don't suppose we can swap over to raiding while here. That would be a little weird, right? Yeah, we need to be in our territory. So we're just going to head on home. And that'll be fine. Cool. So we got some prestige out of that. We'll disband our army. That looks good. So we went and punished them. Do we have a steward? No, we don't. So we're 1 domain above our limit right now. The question is, if we were to get a little bit more stewardship, would we be able to hold 5? We certainly would be if we were able to hold the kingdom. So there is that. This building is disabled because we are above our domain limit. I kind of don't want to hand this out, to be clear. And control level here is 0. Okay, that is absolutely noted. So we could definitely go raiding. That is certainly an option. And looking at our construction situation, that's probably our best bet here. So let's raise up some local raiders. And what do we have available for raiding in the area? Well, everything is pretty thoroughly raided. I suppose we could head down here. This isn't very raided. So let's go down there. That'll be fine. We need to get ourselves some gold and some prestige, and that'll be absolutely wonderful to do. We need to get 1 more county in order to make our kingdom, but we're not going to be able to make the kingdom without, I believe it's 300 gold. We can double check that. 250. Noted. So that's reasonably fine. We're going to get bounteous plunder here, absolutely, and we're going to head down this way. There's nothing he can do about this, to be clear. So I'm thinking, based on the way that this is laid out, that we raid here, 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 and just make our way back up. That should be absolutely fine. Apparently we never want to see this guy's face again. Indeed. So we're just going to continue our raid here. There's a fair amount of raiding to be done. We are going to take some casualties from attrition, but that's all to be expected. Okay. This guy's actually, or he did raise up his army, but then he put it back down. Which was probably wise of him, because we're coming into raid and we would have immediately fought him. Trophy halls have been constructed up here. Okay. So that is good. That will boost up our men-at-arms strength, as well as giving us additional levies. So we're going to head down this direction. Fantastic. Another daughter. Okay. We've had a lot of those. Cool. So we're currently at 92 gold, and we're just going to raid here, here, and then home. I don't think... Yeah, there's no loot to be raided there. So we'll just head home after this. Looks good. We'll get a good amount of gold out of that. Fantastic. And we'll get prestige as well. We get 1 prestige per gold. But we can carry at most 206 gold. We're at 70 gold right now. So we'll raid here for that 3 gold and then head home. So we'll be at 115. That's not too bad. It's definitely not too bad. Sure, we could become friends with our player heir. That seems absolutely fine. Okay, let's head home and get this gold deposited. Fantastic. There is some raiding to be done up over here now. we can just deposit our gold here and head on up over this way. So that's 115 gold, and then we can raid here, here, and then home. I don't want to raid into Ghana. Ghana's a little too strong for us to raid into, so we're not going to do that for now. But we can certainly raid an additional 22 gold plus an additional 12. So yeah, that's not bad. 34 gold, we'll take it. So we'll get this raiding completed and then head home. And 10 gold for this ransom? Yes, please. Fantastic. In we head, and we're going to be going for the kingdom very, very shortly here. We do get a martial perk. We'll take sappers, which will actually be very beneficial for us. And we will disband this army. And it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue to expand down over this way. We need to make our kingdom, but we're going to have some domain limit issues. And the question is, what can we do about those? Well, for now, we're 63. And what is our setup going to look like for succession? Okay, this Confederate partition will be awkward, but I'm actually not too concerned about that. That might not be a bad thing. At any rate, it is time to put that cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, this is so weird. Okay, I'm not used to this. But next episode, we will continue to expand and get our kingdom title. We're very, very close to our kingdom title. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Kintogan, Ali Lee, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.